Okay, test. See if this is working. Okay, we're going to turn that down just a hair. I'm also going to fiddle with the setting real quick. Okay. Hopefully that helps with the spikiness of my audio. Okay, so yeah, if that doesn't help on this one, okay, so yeah, I'll see if I can fiddle with some settings later on and make it a little less quality. We'll see if that helps, but I think my audio is fixed, so we shall attempt it. So let's take a look at our Grand Arena opponent for today. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. Just a wee bit. Oh, look at that, I was wrong. He has 7 Galactic Legends, not 6. That's... Oh my gosh, he has Third Sister. Yeah, this guy... Why is this guy in Erodium? This guy doesn't belong in Erodium at all. Relic 9 JML, Relic 8 JMK, Relic 8 SLKR. Like, yeah, this guy does not belong in Erodium one bit. Like, that is a disgusting roster for Erodium. This guy is, like, at minimum, like, I'd say Kyber 2 would be where this guy goes. I'm guessing this is where he's failing. I mean, he does have the scythe, but like I took a look briefly. Where am I looking? Capital ships, and like he has not even a 7-star executor, and he has a 4-star profundity and no Leviathan to speak of. So it looks like ships has kind of been his holdup, but like look at that. That is crazy. That is 7 Galactic Legends, and he's in Erodium 2. Like, he's in a guild that's good enough, or at least he was in a guild that was good enough to do Third Sister. It might be this guy's getting back in, because I'm pretty sure I was looking, and I don't think... Yeah, he's not in a guild right now. So that he might be, like, just now getting back into the game after taking, like, a month off or something. But this guy does not belong in Erodium 2, and I have no idea how I'm going to beat this guy. Yeah, so I glanced at his defenses earlier, and we're gonna have to be doing a lot of crazy counters and trying to pull off some crazy stuff, because I just don't. Yes, I don't have the teams. Like, I have an SLKR on offense, which is great. But SLKR can take down Jabba. SLKR can take down, Lord Vader. But I only have one SLKR and 2 teams to take down. If I recall, heyo, I'm Siebes. Good to see you, whoever you are. But yeah, I'm looking at Jabba and thinking probably Star Killer there. Like, I think that's the best I've got is Star Killer for Jabba. Lord Vader, easy clap with SLKR. I'm gonna have to use gas with Malgus. This team, I actually don't know. I might just Imperial Trooper it and call it good, just to get rid of, get rid of Malik out of the equation. But like, I gotta break both walls. He has 7 GLs, and I can see 3 of them on defense. So yeah, that means we have to full clear him, otherwise we're gonna lose. Ray, I'm gonna have to try and Sith Eternal him, since we're gonna Star Killer Jabba. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough day. We gotta figure out a counter for gas, because normally gas isn't a problem, but I'm starting to run out of teams at that point. Wait, man, I haven't lost one of the battles yet. First 3 tiers. You're the G. Dude, heck yeah, dude. Oh, you're gonna love SLKR, to be honest. SLKR, like, I've gotten 3 GL so far, and he's still my favorite GL to use. He's so awesome. Tier thingy video. Awesome. Good to see you, dude. Do either of you have any ideas when it comes to a Jabba by chance? This is a battle I've never done without SLKR. Luckily, it's not Relic 8. Let's see. So, we're going to have to do this, and unfortunately, a lot of this actually rides on Malgus. Because if I can't take down Malgus with my cheap gas, then that's going to require, like, a Galactic Legend. And I don't have an extra Galactic Legend to put anywhere. And that Ray had, Ray to Relic 5 today. We'll start doing tier 4 once she's Relic 7. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll be honest, the Ray event is probably one of the hardest events that I've done in the game so far. It's genuinely was a nightmare to try and test. Yeah, she has ultimate and she has Ben with him, so I can't gas that to free up Sith Eternal. So let's just start with this battle and see where it goes. This might be a shorter Grand Arena, but we're going to see if we can't swing up a bit. Unfortunately, I really haven't done a ton of Conquest. I need to. It's bad because like I'm down to just my ones from the last set, and so I'm missing a lot of my viability with my Datacrons. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to need Rex, and I'm going to need 5s. And I have, let's see. Oh. Oops. That's supposed to be on my Ray team. Okay. No clue on counters. Only GLs I've ever beaten are SLKR and JML. Yeah. SLKR, I mean, he's a tougher guy to beat earlier on. JML's, in my opinion, probably the easiest one to beat on defense. He has a lot of off-meta counters, especially in 5v5. In 3v3, he's a lot more of a struggle. But with Sith Eternal, I mean, you just absolutely destroy him. Okay, here it goes. This is where it gets iffy. Oh gosh, that was so fast. Oh, that defense is coming in clutch. No, no, give me the sack. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking good already. If we can get Darth Revan out, at least I might be able to clean it up. Oh my gosh, this is just awful. Goodness gracious. This is some of the worst RNG I've ever seen. Holy shiz, dude. Yeah, I get it. Kill him. Yeah. Oh, that was such bad RNG. Yeah. That's basically it. We're going to try and go through and do as much as we can. We'll see what we have left over. We might be able to pull off something stupid there, although the fact that it's preloaded is kind of rough. Started the game in June-ish, so I'm pretty weak piled. Yeah, honestly, let's see. June, what month is it right now? It's December. Yeah, so you're about 6 months in. I mean, you started at a perfect time with the Lightspeed bundles. I mean, Lightspeed bundles, I'm sure, were a huge boost for you. But yeah, it's looking like we're gonna break through the bottom and then call it there, because I don't think I have anything else for Malgus. Let's try some of our other counters. Are you thinking about going for the new Lightspeed bundle with the BAM, Beskar Mandalorian? Yeah, like it sounds like a great deal. I've got a video I'm planning on posting tonight that goes into it a little bit, talking about some of the value that you get out of it. But like, it's kind of like the Starkiller one where you get a lot of characters to kind of fill out teams. First order, my resistance suited up though. Hey, I guess that works since you just started farming up the requirements. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me pull up my scoundrels. Yeah, so like my Grief Karga's gear 12, my Mando's gear 12. The other two are on defense right now, but both of them are gear 12. And then I think Cara Dune's like gear 8. And I'm still 100% down to purchase it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, let's see, where's Phoenix? Yeah. So, like, I've got a 7-star Rex already. And so if it is, I'm totally grabbing it and 100% running with that gear, you know, gear 8 Rex that I've got right now. And I'll get him up to Relic as fast as I can. The one problem is I don't actually, like, this is not a counter I've done very often. Where's my honorary Sith? Honestly, that might be my best bet. And call that good. That'll give Rex, but having Kane... Yeah, if they just gave me the relics for the rest of the Phoenix Squadron, that's all I care about. Like, I really don't need Rex Relic. Obviously, they won't give us Rex Relic because that'd be way too jumping on, like, hey, let's, you know, make it so Third Sister gets shifted out of the meta. And so I feel like, you know, giving us Rex would be completely nonsense. But I would assume that they are going to give us at least all of the Phoenix if that packs come out. Or at least 5 of the Phoenix. Just so you can do both those events they're referring to. But yeah, here we go. We're going to try this. Yeah, usually I'm not this outgunned in Erodium 2. This guy is like literally just the craziest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Oh, that's Hermit Yoda too. I was thinking it was regular Yoda. Makes sense. Hermit Yoda's the go-to in 3v3. It was... Oh gosh, hold on. It was, oh, he dodged it? That's BS. Okay, let's try to get that cleared off. Oh, so close. Cleared off. Heck yeah, okay. Make sure that's all the way around. It was BAM, it was Finalizer. Let's see, BAM, Finalizer, an SLKR one was leaked, and then the Phoenix. Yeah, push that 4 million as fast as you can. Like, that is genuinely one of the greatest things that you can do for your account, is just push that 4 million. Like, I was at like 3.2 million, I think, when I ended a Conquest. Oh, I really hope I can survive that. His protection is gone, so honestly, let's see. Do I want... He's out of stealth right now, so we're actually going to go for a relink. And that way, if I do survive, which I very... Oh, we're going to do that. Come on. Oh, he has critical hit immunity. That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay. No healing immunity, right? No healing immunity. Sweet. Keep working. Come on, take a turn. Perfect. Yeah, when I was at 3.2 million is when I pushed for my 4 million. And I just basically started throwing random mods on every single person that I could. Oh, yes. He's now in damage and immunity. And we can start working on these guys and their little puzzle. I'm just so glad I got Hermit Yoda out. But yeah, so I just started putting things on, like, you know, oh yeah, I've got some random resistance lying around, because back then I had, like, Gear 8 resistance. And yeah, it's just, like, at that point, you know, there's no use to really having them. Okay, we're going to try and clear this off as fast as we can. Come on, give me a turn. Come on. Yeah, cleared it off. And that didn't matter. Okay. Well, that sucks. That was a lot more damage than I was expecting. She's almost dead, too. But yeah, so I just throw it on all people that you can. Like, anyone that can take mods that has a ship. Doesn't matter if you have the ship leveled up. Throw mods on them. Start boosting that GP as fast as you can, because that 4 million is one of the greatest things that you can do, especially when you have SLKR. Because with SLKR, I completed 4 or 5, maybe. Probably 5 of the... Dang, I kind of wish I hadn't used gas up north, because I can use gas right here and finish that up and clean it up easy. But yeah, it's just super easy to push that GP up, and then SLKR does, I think, 5, maybe 6 of them, if you have them well modded. Yeah, after the bundles, you'll probably get there. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on if the other bundles are actually real. I mean, obviously the art came out, so it's pretty likely that they're real. But there's still that possibility. This guy just has so many teams. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this guy, but I'm going to go as far as I can, just for the sake of playing through this and getting the credits, because I can always use more credits for modding. But it's unfortunate that Malgus battle didn't work, and then the Ray battle didn't work. Like, it's just not a good day for the RNG, you know? I mean, we're here, and we're trying stupid stuff, right? So we might as well try something else that's just stupid. Sith. We're gonna try this. My, crappy geared Sith. I really need to get Nihilus Relict. If this works just right, it's an instant win. Dang, he didn't go for Nihilus. Dang. Yep, that's it. Oh. Let's try to get at least like one of them out. I think I'm gonna have to go for the sack. I don't even know if I'm gonna get close. Dang, dude. Yeah. Having a rough Grand Arena today. I'm getting exec before SLK because I am in a huge slump. Oh, huge Zeta slump. You heard about the new Zeta event that's gonna come out here next week, right? Okay, so we gotta figure out a way to get through these teams. Okay. Easy way to do this is going to be going to the... Oh, but I could... Yeah, you have to have at least one 7-star character of the characters required, which is rough, especially if you haven't worked on him at all. Cal is by far the easiest because he is Cantina and he's in the first group of them, and so he's only 8, and so it's basically like farming signal data or like Geonosian Brood Alpha, because they're 2 and it costs 16, whereas he's 1 and costs 8. And so you'll farm him about that rate. But if you're like, you know, if you can spend a little bit, you can probably get there in 6 days. It'll be pretty rough, though. Marin. Rex isn't part of this event. It's just the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis requirements. And C as well, as it would boost my fleet and then do SLKR exec and C overlap a lot. It's true. Yeah, I honestly... Sith Eternal and Executor are such a game changer once you have something good on your defense. Because Sith Eternal is my go-to offensive Galactic Legend right now. It's how I kill Jedi Master Kenobi. It's how I take down JML. Like, he's just so good in so many different places. A lot of people crap on him, and I understand 100% why, because he's actually not amazing. But, he's one of the best offensive Galactic Legends. Ooh, I don't have the rest of my CLS, do I? If I had Han and Chewie, I'd say let's take that against this to finish it off. But unfortunately, I don't. I think we're just going to have to throw Starkiller at it and call it a day. And then throw, I don't know. I'll probably throw kind of a weird comp over at Gas, just for fun, because it's a comp that I like to use. I could have easily killed that Gas if I just took Savage against it. Raid, GTR, and BB-8. Finn, Zori, Finn, and First Order at the moment. So I'm a little ways ahead. I've been at this account for like 2.5 years, so I've had time to build up some stuff. So like I've got, a Dash Rendar team, so because I have a CLS team, I split up my CLS into Dash Rendar and then CLS. And then, got some leftovers with BAM. Got my Grievous team because Grievous is really good in 5v5, but he's just so-so in 3v3. And then I've been pulling this trick just because I find that my opponents that have a lot of GLs see my front walls and are like, oh, I'll just throw a GL at that and, call it good. I'll throw a GL at that, call it good. And they've been wasting GLs on my front walls. And then I've been throwing in my back wall actual, GL Ray. And so I use GL Ray with JTR and then L3. Just because L3 is a really solid tank for her team and can get really annoying with her counterattacks if they let her get started. And then I'm using Finn, Zori as well. And the rest of the back is just kind of, garbage. I'm actually surprised with the Sith Eternal requirements. I got Krennic, and I cannot tell you how many holds I've gotten on Krennic just because people underestimate him. I'm not saying he's good by any means, and I would never put him on defense unless I had to. But, it's hilarious how many I get. And then, of course, my fleets. I'm very heavy into fleets. I like doing fleets, and farming fleets has kind of been my go-to thing. And so I've got a triple attacker, executor on defense to make that finalizer counter pretty hard, and then, running whatever I have for my malevolence. Honestly, she's great at, gear 9 3-star. As soon as she's double drop farmable, because she should be coming up here in the next month or two, I believe, is the moment that I'm going to start working on her, getting up to getting her up to gear or 7-star, and then relic levels and all that. But I just don't want to farm her at 1 shard per at the moment. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. Trying to stay in that top tier and then people just immediately having a whole bunch of ships. Yeah, that's rough. Hopefully with this finalizer pack. Okay, really quick, sidebar, because you guys are buying Lightspeed bundles. We're going to X out of here before we do this counter. Or at least attempt to do this counter, lol. Not squads, sorry. Ships. Vitally important. If they are dropping a finalizer bundle, they are obviously not going to drop anything but the finalizer requirements. Please, for the love of all that is holy, farm this ship. This is how you counter the executor with finalizer. This is how you make finalizer really, really good without wasting your houndstooth on the team. I use this ship every single Grand Arena. It's phenomenal. The Thai Enchilada is one of my favorite ships in the game. It does so much for the finalizer fleet. But yeah, that's going to be something that I'm sure we'll see as time goes on, is you're going to see a lot of people with the finalizer fleet, but they'll be missing that. And that ultimately is one of the big things. Another big thing is they won't give you the Special Forces TIE fighter. So make sure you're getting that out of the guild store as well, just to finish out that fleet. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it. And I really hate the idea of these. They're so close to dead. I really hate the idea of wasting Star Killer on them. But I don't think I have anyone that can clean it up really easily. Yeah. We'll just have to throw a Star Killer on it. Oh, so sad, dude. It's not going well, I gotta be honest, Eric. Yeah, it's seriously good. There's a whale that got finalized top to. It does. Finalizer struggles a lot. That was a big thing that people noticed when it first came out, is it struggles a lot by itself. But if you have the Enchilada and the Special Forces TIE Fighter, those two are really what makes it shine. That's a big problem you run into is, you know, if you don't have that Enchilada and you don't have that Special Forces TIE Fighter, you can't counter Executor. Like, the fleet will still be good. Like, you can't beat, you know, just constant turns given over to the TIE Silencer and just absolutely wrecking people. But you lose out on a lot of your viability, especially because Finalizer activates... here, we'll actually... I know we're getting distracted hardcore, but just to kind of illustrate how cool and interesting the Finalizer is, because it's the ship I've used the longest. Because I was an SLKR farm to start. So it's unique. It gains 15 speed for each other active First Order ally, and so having any other tank besides the Enchilada immediately makes it less good. As well as all allies active at the beginning have their reinforcement abilities activated. And so, like, just instantly you have a lot of really good stuff, and it makes it so your Finalizer almost always takes first turn just because of how fast it is. And so, yeah, that Enchilada is literally, like, it's what carries the Finalizer. Like, the Radis doesn't really have a ship like that. Like, they came out with that bomber. It's garbage, but, the Finalizer, it has some solid ships now that they added in the Enchilada. And I use the TIE Dagger from time to time, but usually whoever I'm fighting is dead by the time I pull them out of reinforcements, to be honest. Oh, I really don't want to do this. This is... I keep, you know, biding time trying to, like, think of a way that I could do this that's not going to use Star Killer. But I think we're just going to have to call it and use Star Killer, which hurts my soul. Let's see, do I have a... I have this, but I want to use that on gas, just because I'm worried about gas. Physical accuracy, some defense. Yeah, let's use that and just get some defense. Okay. I hate the fact that I'm cleaning this up with this. This is painful. I'm so upset that Sith Eternal failed me right there. Oh, that was funny. Okay. So we need to get that off as fast as we can. We're gonna have to work through a... Okay, so he's in damage immunity. Get her into damage immunity. Now we just gotta wait for them to take a turn. Unfortunately, we can't get her thing off. They don't... Just damage immunity. Okay. Might as well, right? Just for fun. Play Whack-A-Ben for a hot second. I haven't played much against Ben is the problem. Oh, that was a solid dodge. Okay, we need to get that stuff off as soon as possible. She has shock, so let's... Okay. Sick. Yeah, it's not going great today, that's for sure. but we're having a good time nonetheless. We're having a good time, I hope. I really don't want to use SLKR on this, and so we're gonna try an old trick. It's rough because this is gonna be, you know, my brain just lost its train of thought. It's just poof. It's preloaded. Sorry, I don't know why my brain's, you know, going today. But yeah, so it's preloaded. So we're gonna try this. It neuters Darth Revan's abilities just a bit because he's not Sith Empire, and there's a clause in his kit that makes it so that he'll deal less damage, less crit damage specifically. That's my SLKR one. We'll use this one. But at least, you know, this will allow me to stay alive long enough that we can most likely kill GAC. And then we'll just keep having offense up at all times. Thanks to that. Can't stun him. Okay. Tang. Okay. Well, okay, that worked out fairly well, actually. He just keeps feeding turn meter to the team with that. Okay. That's it. Sick. Okay, so now we gotta figure out a answer for these two teams. I hate Qui-Gon Omicron so much. We'll just go for the 2-shot and hope for the best. We got a light side. Let's start non-galactic legend rebel eyes at 50%. That's, oh, I didn't even realize that. That's dank. Yeah, well, sure. Why not? That could actually save us from Anakin. So this actually might go better than I was expecting. Maybe not. Oh, jeez. Okay, you have translation. Yep. Okay. Oh my gosh, that Datacron just saved my life. I mean, Ki-Adi-Mundi might still solo. He does some crazy stuff. Okay, that should be it. Perfect. Sick. That Datacron came in clutch right there. That Datacron was awesome. Now this is, I haven't faced Chalk T with a Bad Batch like at all, so this is going to be interesting. What I'm going to use here, ooh. Should I use my go-to Shock T counter that only works occasionally nowadays? Because I haven't used these guys like at all. Where are they? There you are. I don't think Wampa can handle this. Oh yeah, CLS is awesome. Yeah, like I used him at like Gear 10 as like a cleanup crew for the longest time. Honestly, none of them are Kyrotech characters except for who is it? 3POC. 3POC's the only Kyrotech character, and so you can get a lot of good stuff out of them. I'd be using up SLKRs. Do I have another way of beating this? I don't have a lot of good teams left, I'll be honest. I've used up a lot of my good teams just getting this far. Like, this is the problem with swinging up, is you start hitting some hardcore walls pretty quickly. We're gonna try this. I think it could work. The crit damage. Like, this Omicron is just so good with these three. Just... you get out of the gate so fast. You know, I'm sure that this guy, being how many GLs that he put on defense, I bet he has another GL just sitting in his back. Like, that would definitely be par for the course. Definitely should have gone for Shock T at the beginning. That was my bad. But, you know, we live and we learn, right? Would you stop pulling my buffs? Holy shiz. Yeah, I think that's it for this team. That's unfortunate. The same team took like 4 battles to beat today. Yeah. Yeah. It's really good because you can usually get out of the gate and murder someone immediately. But, like, I've just never faced Bad Batch before, and so I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I know that Echo is usually the worst one because he keeps pulling buffs, and so I was hoping for a kill, and, yeah, I got nothing, so, yeah, we're gonna call it there. Dang, we are struggling hard today, and, like, troopers won't work because they gain turn meter. Phasma's not gonna work. She's not good enough. Like, yeah, it's been an uphill battle. Jeez. Ooh, this is gonna suck to use. But we're gonna hope they have easy teams on the back. And we'll take in this team. Do I even have a Datacron? It's light side. No one cares. Yeah, it's just been poor RNG today. So if you guys are out of Zetas, are you guys also struggling on Omicrons? Or do you kind of have a lot of those? Because that's kind of like what I'm running into. I know I'm a little farther ahead than you guys. But like I'll end up having a ton of Omicrons, but just no Zetas. Oh, that hurts my soul. You got 3 Omicron characters so far. Do you have any extra Omicrons past that, or is that kind of it? Of course, he put Reva in the back. Yeah, this guy is just so stacked. He does not belong in Erodium 2 at all. There is no way that this was a winnable battle, even if I had finished the guys on the other side. Like, yeah, I needed Hux right there to gun down that team. I will try to Wampa this, but I think that Grievous actually counters Wampa there. Treo would have worked good there. Treo would have worked good there. This one I'm not really worried about. I can take that out with most things. But yeah, like, he just has so many good teams. We'll try Wampa. Let's go for it. And let's see. I have a lot more. Yeah. I have 1 Omicron saved and 6 Zetas for the SLKR unlock. Solid, solid. Do you have a plan for that Omicron yet? Once I unlock it. Yeah, true. What are you planning to do with an Omicron if you... I mean, you don't quite have another Zeta, obviously, to, you know, get an Omicron set. But do you have an idea already? Are you thinking throwing it on Zori? Do you think you're going to throw it on, you know... Who are you going to throw it on? I don't really have... This is, yeah, light side. I'm going to try this. I've never actually tried this fight. Although, this guy's roster is insane. Heavily regretting Poggle. Put one on Starkiller and one on Big Whomper and one on... Ooh, I can't read that. Hold on. On Poggle. And then, okay, then you're regretting the Poggle. Honestly, like, yeah, I think your first, like, 4 or 5 Zetas need to be, they need to be Grand Arena just so you can start getting your crystals and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't say that Poggle is really a bad one. Poggle is just super good. Like, I have trouble with Poggle, and I can take down, like, maybe 4 or 5 poggles before I start like running real low on teams in general. And like the fact that, you know, I can only beat 4 poggles shows you just how much it does for the team. Jeez. Yeah, it's definitely, I wouldn't consider it like a Omicron that I'd be like, yeah, let's throw that on first thing. It's definitely an Omicron I'd rather have much later. Just because Territory War Omicrons are never my focus first. Like, I do my fair share in Territory Wars, but like, I have 80 Omicrons, so that's 4 Omicrons lying around right now. But like, there's no way that I can, you know, I'm just gonna throw this. I probably shouldn't, just in case he's stupid. Keep ramping. But like, I'm not gonna be throwing those, like, I'm not gearing up Juhani anytime soon. Because, you know, as much as I love Juhani with Starkiller and I think it's cool, it's just so hard for me to justify a Territory War Omicron and that Zeta for a character that I will use in no other game mode, like, whatsoever. That's one of my favorite things about this new Lightspeed bundle that's coming, is the idea that it is stuff that, you know, I wouldn't normally gear up. Like, I'd love to have Cara Dune, but I don't have any reason to gear her up. Good ones for GAC. What ratio do we have? 2-to-1. I usually go 3-to-1, personally, for Territory War to GAC. It really depends on your roster. 100% depends on your roster, because, like, I have enough Omicrons that I could splurge. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it through this sortie. It's just so much protection that I like just cannot get through it. Like, I'm more likely just to murder freaking what is his name, Grievous, with a AoE by accident. But yeah, GAC has a bunch of awesome ones. It really just depends on your roster. Like, TIE Fighter Pilot for First Order is going to be a great one if you bought the Lightspeed bundles. Gosh, definitely should have put this on auto sooner. I just have no experience with teams like this. And I was also assuming that he wouldn't hit his AoE, but I forgot he's only programmed to not hit his AoE if it's a 1-on-1, and so with this being a 2-on-2, he'll always hit his AoE, so. Sorry, I'm getting off topic, but like, there's no reason to get like Wampa, for instance, if you don't already have Wampa leveled up. Like Savage Opress, one of the best Omicrons I've ever invested in. But if you don't have Savage leveled up, there's no point in using it. As for like ones that have probably given me my most wins and my most changes to the roster, it's definitely going to be a like it's no contest. Wampa and Savage are 2 of the best ones I've ever done. Hey, we're finally getting close. Well, close is a relative term here. Yeah, at least Gear 8, Gear 12, yeah. That'll get them at least usable. But, like, as much as it's painful to get up solo characters are just so incredible for the fact that, you know, it's a one-man team that, like, it's worth it regardless. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And so, like, as much as I hate going for people, for 2-shotting strong teams, yeah, he's also good at cleaning up JMK if you manage to get JMK down to just himself. But, like, I hate getting characters up that aren't requirements for things. But, like, I have zero problems with that when it comes to, solo characters. Like, right now I'm working on, what are their names? Garsuxin, that's right. Garsuxin and the Imperial Super Commando, because I can just do so much with them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 100% willing to Relic 5 these guys just for fun. because they will, you know, allow me to, like, that gas. I could have just had those two go in and just kill that gas, and I'm like, that sounds amazing. So, you're Kyber Ren because apparently he can solo a lot as well. Yeah, so I actually use him a lot less since I've been in Erodium in the last, you know, couple months. Even in Erodium, I still use him from time to time. And, like, obviously I couldn't take anything from this guy. This guy's just tanking everything that I have. Let's get our Imperial Troopers in here and at least take down this one. But yeah, like the Kyber Ren, like, I use him to solo all kinds of things. I use him to solo Ewoks, I use him to solo, I've soloed Geos a couple times, actually, with him. Oh, that's cool, yeah, I forgot about that. With the update, they added in all of the new, backgrounds to Grand Arena. How are we doing for turn meter? We're gonna need it. We're gonna get stuck behind Ninth Sister unless we can get through Grand Inquisitor, which I don't think we can, but we'll try. Dang, we're actually, yeah, that's some solid damage. One more hit and we probably would have gotten him. Didn't realize they had a tenacity up. You can tell I'm paying attention a lot right now. Yeah, this is my go-to counter in 5v5, but in 3v3, you just don't have as much turn meter with these guys, and it drives me crazy. Yeah. Is the Zeta and Kyber Ren? It's really important here. What we can actually open it right here. So the Zeta is this one. Inflicts this attack deals 75%. Kylo's blow. Recover protection equal to the damage dealt is the important part, and so it allows you to do that solo because basically, with his unique, whenever he takes damage, he's gaining defense, which means he's going to be beefier. Then he's gaining offense for one turn as well. And then he has a 50% chance to reset his cooldowns, and then he gains 10 speed for each debuff on him. And so he basically keeps getting faster and faster, and getting tougher and tougher, and getting more and more damage for one turn. And then you hit one guy with this, it'll like basically insta-kill them. But then you also recover protection equal to that damage. And so they just chipped away a whole bunch of his protection, immediately goes back out. And like the protection is immediately all the way to the top. I actually just used it in Territory War today to take down a Gear 12 Phoenix team that was just like, I don't want to deal with this. And so I just threw him in there and soloed it. Yeah, I love it. I honestly, I don't have much experience with Inquisitors because they're kind of trash, and most people don't put them on defense. What do I have left over this Sith? I think I actually have some solid Sith left over. I don't know what these guys can do, but you know, we might as well try it, right? We're just trying to go for credits at this point. But yeah, I'm surprised with how much that he can solo. He can also solo some Mon Mothma teams. Karth teams are usually what I use him most on. But yeah, they're great for all kinds of stuff. We've got to jump in the mountain, Merciless Massacre. Drop dots. Try to get an ability block. No such luck. Yeah, I'll try to go for ability block. Unfortunately, I don't even have the Zeta for Vader, so this is not the best, to be honest. I'm missing one Zeta, which is his leader ability, so that keeps the dots on, which is kind of a big problem when it comes to him. Yeah, so that's not going to do much. Yeah, I'm running out of teams quick on these guys. We're going to try a crap low gear one just for fun real quick. Just because I like trying the low gear stuff. This is a team that I kind of regret not gearing up. I need to fix it. It's on my list. It was actually going to be right after my bounty hunters. But would you look at that, there's a Lightspeed bundle that fixes my bounty hunters. Because the two that I need finished are, you know, We gotta get rid of him because he'll just sit there and do stuff to us. So yeah, the plan was to finish them, but the two that I need are luckily the ones that are coming in the Lightspeed bundle. Sure. Gosh. That turn meter, though. We need to finish this guy off. Oh, I hate the fact that they gain so much off of debuffs. Okay, let's clear off that. And go for a big hit. There we go. Yeah, it's true. If you have a high Relic Jolie, it gets disgusting. Jeez. Oh, this is not good. Can I not get through him? Okay, let's try that. That. We're going to avoid that so we don't pump debuffs. Go for a basic. Go for a basic. Pop him in, and there we go. Yeah, that same Jedi Knight Reverend team. I neglect Jillian. But even, yeah, they do well on their own. I still use them for all kinds of stuff. They're my kind of go-to Night Sister counter too. Like they do a lot for me, if I'm being honest. That's part of the reason that I haven't, taken the time to gear them up is because they're still usable at the low gears, and so I feel like I don't need it nearly as much. Yeah, gosh, I had so many plans for all of this. Like, this was going to be, Imperial Troopers, and yeah, we're going to have a lot to get done, but goodness gracious, that RNG was just atrocious on those battles. Gas just getting absolutely clapped. Sith Eternal getting clapped. I wonder if we can maybe get one or two more battles eked out of this roster. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton left over. Let's see. If we were to go against team... This one. I've got an idea. What if we were to... I really need these bounty hunters finished. Not you. You. Yeah, as soon as that Lightspeed bundle comes out, I'm excited to get those relics done, because like those are ones that have been on my list for literally forever, and I just have not had the time to go at it. Yeah. Oh. Did we make a mistake? Those are going to be the ones that I'm worried about most. Them and Grievous's. Yeah, that right there. 50%, jeez. Oh. Dang, I was really hoping that would get her down to the point where it would count. Oh, come on. Oh! Right as I get contract. Dang it. There it goes. Nice shards away from Jedi Knight, but no research. Yeah. It's... Jedi Knight Revan is still one of the most solid all-around characters because he can fit in so many teams. And, like, he can lead so many teams. But, like, his his viability has taken a sharp dip just because so many things connect to each other nowadays. That it's hard to justify being like, yeah, I know, right, Siebes? Like last time, so much fun. Like it was great. We had gas going, but this guy's roster, like he definitely belongs in Kyber. Like here, let me prove to you why he belongs in Kyber. Let's see. Okay, so normally the the Darth Revens I go up against are usually like 250 speed. We got a 326 right here. We got, I'm trying to think of another character that like I know for a fact what they usually run. Let's go to this front wall. Because this guy's throwing a lot of stuff at me that I wouldn't expect. Yeah, like his gas and everything, they took so many turns in front of me. With a plus 100 speed to my Hux. Now, mind you, I haven't modded Hux out the wazoo because I don't care for Hux that much. Hux usually helps out with things, and so I have him modded to do the trick that I used for the SLKR event, as well as the Conquest, as well as everything else. But the fact that they had a plus 100 speed to each of them, which means that Hux would have been about 364 speed, and he almost went first. He was so close to going first. Like, this guy not only has an insane roster, but he also mods. And usually you don't see those things in a Rhodium. It's either one or the other. They either have an insane roster or they know how to mod. And honestly, the ones that know how to mod are the ones that are terrifying to me. And this guy has both. And it makes it so that way there's not much that I can do against his teams. Yeah, like all I got left is just kind of some remnants here and there of leftover other teams that I have. Like, it looks like I have a lot left, but like, if I were to try and make a resistance team, I don't even know if I don't. Oh, Polite. Like, that is just flaming garbage. Oh yeah, mods are literally everything. I plan on coming out with a couple videos here soon on mods and just kind of talking about it, because like the amount that mods affect the game is astronomical, and like the modding of characters is not only something that a lot of people don't understand, but I feel like a lot of people that put out videos aren't very clear on how to, level up mods, what mods mean. So I want to make some like new player guides, some kind of mid-game guides, as well as like a guide to an event. Like I'm going to give you, for instance, like I had a buddy who was working on the Jedi Knight Luke event, and I'm on the this tier at the moment just because I have been, chasing GLs, and so I haven't had time to finish the last couple of characters. But this one right here, this one is insane, and like everyone's like, oh yeah, you want a mod for crit damage, you want a mod for, offense, all this stuff. But if you look at what's happening in this event, you keep getting hit with exposes. And so a lot of the mod sets people are putting on are like health mod sets and things like that. And that's the farthest thing you want, because, you've got these exposes happening that are basically, you can't resist them in this event. Like, I've tried putting high tenacity, you can't resist them. And so your tenacity just doesn't really matter. And so the problem that you need to solve is, if I have more health, they're going to deal more damage, because exposes are, deal damage equal to a percentage of your health. And so the solvent for that is to load your guys with protection, because it's based off of the health and not of the protection. So if you have a ton of protection, it'll take much more for your people to die. And so my buddy was able to do it once we remodded his characters to be able to take protection instead of health. And so, like, things like that, I think are missed a lot, where it's, not just modding for, like, Grand Arena, but then also for events, understanding, what you're facing in the event, and being able to be like, oh, I need to switch mods to this. Because, like, 99% of the time, I am going to SWGO.GG, seeing what the top people have for their mods, and I'm copying it and just trying to make the best version of what they have. Like, you know, her top mods are offense. Ooh, I forgot to switch that out. I was doing some testing because someone dropped a comment that they were struggling with something, and so I was doing some testing. So let's fix that. But yeah, so this was just like 100% just what I found on SWGO.GG. But I also want to, you know, help people be able to figure out how to filter things as well. So it's going to be a long haul set of videos, in my opinion. Yeah, like seriously, the 2-hour videos drive me crazy. Insane genius on the mods on the Thrawn event with forget what I did so far. Yeah, and like it's just, yeah, it's rough, and I want to make it bite-sized. I don't want to make it like it's super complex, and so it's going to require a lot more editing and, you know, experimentation to get it right, so that way people can ingest it and enjoy it. But yeah, like, you know, you want speed. Speed is so key. Like, I don't even have that many 300 speed characters. But, like, my overall modding is just great. And that's all I'm going for, is just solid modding across the board. Like, yes, I want 300 speed characters, obviously. Like, Resistance Hero Finn being as fast as he is, I am very happy with a 337 speed Resistance Hero Finn. It makes Zori really annoying because he takes first turn most of the time. But like, if you just have some solid mods on everything, if you can keep like at least 60 to, you know, 100 speed on each character, just that alone can take you so much farther. And it can get you ahead so much. Like the way that I have my speed set up for my bounty hunters, I've got Bosk going first, and then Grief going second, and then with Mando's gaining turn meter on crits, he takes third turn. And so in 5v5 with Zam Wessel's Omicron, I'm basically Bosk takes first turn, he taunts, gets Frenzy, and then Grief uses his mass assist, and that's 5 towards Contract. And then Bosk uses his mass assist, that's 5 towards Contract. You now have Contract, Mando insta-kills. And you can use that to take down Cat. You can use on a JMK, so you can clean it up. You can use that on so many different things. You can use it on Gas to just absolutely brutalize Gas immediately and disintegrate him before he can do anything. And then the rest of the team's now gutted because, you know, now you have no Gas on the team. And so it's just, yeah. Like, the speeds are just so important, and, like, modding is so important. So I definitely, it's on my list of things that I want to make videos on that are bite-sized and easy to understand without all of the nonsense. Because I swear, when I first learned mods, I had to watch, like, 7 different videos that all explain the same thing before I was like, okay, I think I understand what you guys are talking about. Yeah, that's really good in Carbonite. So far, yeah, plus 55 speed, yeah, and that's how it should be. Like, I'm currently working my way through. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, I'm currently working my way and just kind of getting some at least okay mods on these guys, because I kid you not, I have not remodded them since I did the Phoenix event 2 years ago. And so, yeah, it's just like I'm just now getting some stuff on him. I think this guy is my fastest. Yeah, 228, and like that's not saying much. Oh gosh, I'm not a big fan of the new portraits and, you know, character art. It's just it's not great, and I swear she has a mustache. But yeah, it's just But yeah, so like I'm trying to get somewhere with this team, but like it's difficult because I don't have any mods left over. Like I just kind of hit a point where I ran out of mods, and so I'm back to the grind of getting more mods. Which the farming of mods is almost as important as actually, you know, modding characters. So yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, that's basically going to be my Grand Arena. I wish I could say that the Grand Arena was going to keep going, but like this was an opponent that was this is a Kyber 2 account. Like, no doubt about it, like, this is Kyber 2. I wouldn't say it's Kyber 1. It's definitely not Kyber 1. It's missing a lot of holes. It's funny that I say it's missing a lot of holes because it has a lot of the good stuff. Like, you know, it has a Maul. It has 7 of the GLs. It's just missing Leia. We can actually check what its Leia requirements are right now. Let's see. Yeah, so Captain Drogon's already 7-star. Captain Rex is almost done. Like, he's getting there to Leia. And, like, you know, he already has his Relic 8 R2-D2. So, like, he's getting there. He's definitely going for Leia. This guy does not belong in Erodium 2 whatsoever. This is a Kyber 2 account. Absolutely. Like, yeah, his modding isn't as good as some Kyber 2 accounts I've seen, but this is a Kyber 2 account, and it does not belong in Erodium 2. Well, we'll see if, I would assume that the rest of the week isn't going to be bad, especially seeing this comparatively. I think everyone else is going to be pretty cake. Yeah, like 2 GLs, we got Lord Vader and JMK. I can counter both of those with my offensive teams. Like, that's not bad. Let's see. This is actually kind of the thing I'm struggling on. I've recently gotten like a 50 to 70% chance win rate on Profundity lately, but I find that ships are kind of the thing that are holding me back because Profundity was for a while just an ultimate counter to my account. Oh yeah, it's honestly, I found that Bronzium is easier for me than Carbonite because Carbonite just has so many people that are just like, I don't like Grand Arena, and so I'm gonna sit in Carbonite and stomp on little people, and it drives me up the wall. JML is harder in 3v3, but if you use Bastila lead, you can take it down using CLS. If you use it normally, I could probably take it down with Treya. I also have, you know, Sith Eternal, but I'd rather use that on his JMK. Yeah, so, like, these guys aren't very menacing. Like, this is normally what an Erodium 2 account looks like, is, you know, between 2 and 5 GLs, with, like, some moderate, that same guy, moderate modding. Like, this Obi Jin Ryobi guy, this is something I've started seeing recently in high Erodium, which is not fun for me. I don't like Leviathan because I don't have a counter for it. I don't have any of the Bad Batch leveled up, and that's something that needs to change. But that is for down the road. Yeah, so like this, I could kill all 3 of these on defense most likely, no problem. Like, yeah, so the rest of the week, it's going to be some solid streams and fun times. Lots of JMKs in Erodium, I find. They just tend to be a lot of them around here. People just, you know, get a JMK and they kind of sit in Erodium for a long time because they can't really get to Kyber with just a JMK. Some of them are friendly. Put on their defense with a lot of semi-strong characters. Yeah, those are always the nice ones because you know, it's cool to be able to be like, ah, yeah, it's relic characters, but no synergy. Look how superior I am in my synergy. But honestly, like, I think a lot of Carbonite teaches you is how you can swing up with teams, and like what teams you can swing up with. Like, I cannot tell you how many full relic teams that people would throw on defense in Carbonite that I took down with just you know, just an Emperor Palpatine, a Mara Jade, a Thrawn, and a Vader. And like, you know, Emperor Palpatine was relicked, and Vader was, you know, gear 12, and I would just take things down. And so, like, yeah, I think Carbonite teaches you to swing up a ton. But I hate that there's just whales that are just hanging out down there and just screwing people over. Oh, yay! You know, the most engaging part of this entire game, the new raid. Oh, the new raid hurts my soul. Like, it really does. It's just so bad. I really wish it was better. Let's see. Relic 3. Okay. Hi, Tasty Teddy. How you doing? Yeah, unfortunately, our Grand Arena didn't go the best. We're facing a Kyber 2 account and Rhodium 2, basically. Although the rest of the week should be better. I'm just doing a quick run of this, and I absolutely hate how lame this event is. I apologize for the motion sickness. It's gonna get bad if you stare at the screen too hard. But literally, this is it. I just throw it on auto and leave it, because like if I were to learn this raid, I'd probably drive myself crazy. I know a lot of it is just memorizing patterns instead of actually like having any strategy. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched the top end content, like, oh, how to solo with Leia, but it's so bad. Yeah, like it's just you're like, oh yeah, for Leia, it's just, you know, you put this out and you press this button during this wave, you press this button during this wave, you press this button over and over and over again on this wave, and it's just like, this is not good. Also, PSA for those of you in the chat, keep in mind that this is now patched. C3PO is going to not escape from the event anymore. He is no longer a pacifist character, and so like it's not worth, you know, using him on like a crap team. You're gonna want to use him with your best team and try and get as many points as you can, because that's gonna brutally screw with people. Sounds good, Siebes. I mean, I'm about to get off myself. Oh, yeah, I hate this so much. But yeah, that's about it. Come back next time. We'll be here doing our Grand Arena on the next stream, and it'll be much better. I can almost 100% guarantee it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna work on one of the videos I'm planning on getting together. So I just started streaming, but I plan on streaming just basically every time Grand Arena comes around. Yeah, sorry, Tasty Teddy, you just got on, I know. But let's see, today is Wednesday, which means next stream, let's see, it'll be, Friday night, because that's when, Grand Arena, opens up for attack. And as always, you have to attack first to assert dominance. It's just how it works. You know, a lot of people like to pretend, let's wait until the day of and, you know, attack in the last minute, see if we can squeeze out things. But no, you got to attack first, assert dominance. You know, you got to show that you're the alpha of all alphas, you know. Got the howl of the moon and whatever. I don't know what alphas do. But yeah, so on Friday we'll head it up with another stream, but we're gonna plan on just the day of attacks opening. I'm just gonna stream my Grand Arena, have some fun, do some roster reviews if people are, you know, looking for them, and just having some fun where we can. But yeah, that's it for the night. The Geobrood Sigma, exactly. Oh, I need to get my Geobrood actually up higher just so I can use them to kill JMK easier. But yeah, I am the Geobrood Sigma, and you guys are my brutes. But anyways, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys on Friday. And thank you guys so much for watching.